A pre-independence black and white picture showing the image of the couple who would become Namibia's first citizens. On 21st March 1990, Namibia celebrated its independence and Samsovishuna Nujoma took an oath as the country's first president. Kovambo Nujoma became the First Lady of Namibia 34 years later after she got married to Kapembe, as Nujoma is affectionately known to some. Her era was different and a more traditional one, understandably so, because the first years of post-independence were in a reconstructive phase, where not much official responsibility was carved out for the First Lady. During her tenure, she hardly spoke in public and her activities less publicized. However, Kovambo played her supportive role for 15 years as her significant other, Daniel, a name sparingly used, served 3 terms. In 2005, when Hifikepunye Lucas Pohamba officially took office as the country's second president, Panahupifo became the First Lady. She is 15 years younger than Ma Kovambo. What they had in common, however, is that both of them were 57 years old at the time they became First Ladies. It was also the beginning of a major transformation in the role of the First Lady. Public appearances of the veteran midwife outside the delivery room were at first somewhat nerve-wracking, but inevitably as they became frequent over the years. As a registered nurse, Panahupifo championed the campaign on maternal and child health care and advocated for women's empowerment. She is also the founding member and a patron of Organization for the Empowerment of Widows, Widowers, and Orphans of HIV and AIDS, OWONA. Panahupifo also joined the Organization of the African First Ladies Against HIV and AIDS in Africa in 2005 and served as Vice President and President respectively. Their residential address in the mountainous areas of Ouwersblik on the eastern outskirts of Windhoek was about to undergo a major transformation as she bid farewell.
This has been the greatest experience of my life. We will be available for any activity that require our input and advice.
Another peaceful transfer of power was on the horizon, but first a matrimonial ceremony for the incoming couple. President-elect then Hage Geingob tied the knot on Valentine's Day with the one in a million, Monica Kalondo, a few weeks before taking an oath as the country's third president on 21st March 2015. Monica became Namibia's youngest First Lady. She was 38 years old at the time, 29 years younger than her predecessor. Monica, who grew up in the quiet southern town of Oranienburg, at times speaks with a smile, but don't let that fool you. Behind the shy smile of this businesswoman is a decisive character, a tough nut to crack, but with a heart of gold. She can also teach you a thing or two if you cross the line. Monica dedicated her time to tackling issues of teenage pregnancy, gender and domestic violence, and reaching out to the neediest. She is also a pioneer in breaking barriers, restoring hope, and trying to understand the minds of those behind the bars of correctional facilities. Her perseverance and brains caught the attention of many, including foreign news agencies. In their curiosity, they asked a question that you would have given the opportunity. How is it like being married to a president?
Being a First Lady is really being married to a politician who's very powerful. But it's not your power, it's his. It's much more glamorous looking than what it is in real life. It's a challenge.
Undeniably, she made her mark internationally, being recognized as one of Africa's top economic leaders, most reputable and influential. No wonder the saying, behind every successful man stands a woman, because Theopodine, Kambosho, and Monica the Conqueror, if I may, have laid the foundation, transformed the role, and set the scene of future First Ladies, or First Gentlemen, if you like.